What up, everybody? This is Monkey. Welcome to A Day Lab as a Monkey Tag. We're doing a Clockspring on this f250 2016 base model without the heated steering wheel and leather steering wheel. So, well, I already taken it all apart, but basically, what's called the hardest part is trying to remove the airbag. Because they're like clips. They're like 3 clips, one on the top, one on the no, 2 on the sides and 1 on the bottom. I'll show you that in a bit. But to remove the actual clock spring, which is in here, this box right here, this is the old one. Sorry, this is the old clock spring right here. This is a recall on this f250. So yeah, I already removed it apart. I already took it out, but there's 4 screws you gotta remove. It's this top right here, 2 on the right, and 2 on the left. The left is right here. This one right here. So after setting, like putting the screws and tying it, make sure they're snug. Do not remove this clip. I'll show you why in a bit. But in the meantime, disconnect the airbag. Just make sure everything's good. Have everything in place. And then we can go on putting on the wheel. The steering wheel, it's this one right here. So before you do anything, before you remove, actually in general, before you remove anything, make sure you test all the buttons, make sure all the buttons work on these ones, like the call, the volume, radio. Make sure they work before you unplug the battery, to make sure what's going, if you have if you're replacing it, if your clock spring fails, if your buttons doesn't work, chances are it could be your clock spring. But either way, just make sure, just general note, make sure you remove it. You test these first real quick. So after that, we could just assemble everything by putting the airbag wire in here and the little hole. And just slide it in. There you go. Don't remove the clip, because we still have to do one more thing. First things first, if you did remove the wheel, you're gonna encounter this one. This is a Torx nut. This is a T50. You gotta have a make sure you you gotta have you can use an impact, but I would suggest using a long ratchet breaker bar to get this out, because this does have Loctite. And if you do, make sure you just hold the wheel in place, and yeah, just have it in place, and then just break it loose, and then you can either use your impact or something, but generally use like a long breaker bar and break it loose, and then you can unscrew it all the way. Oh yeah, something else I could have mentioned before. So for the airbags, to remove the whole airbag, you see this where my finger's at? Those 3, there are latches for the airbag. If we look at the airbag, they're right here. 1, 2, 3 on the airbag. What you got to do is use a screwdriver and just try to pull this one apart, like try to move it out the way, so where it has like a little notch right here. So if you move that out of the way and you pull it, it's going to be much simpler. Yeah, just use like a little screwdriver or something and just move this one to the side and then pull the airbag. You're gonna feel it when it pulls out. You can feel it. And then do the same thing, but first you got to do a 90. So first you do a 90-degree turn, then you do another 90-degree turn your right, and then in the middle you could just flip it 180, and it's 3. So yeah, if you're anything like me, you have that recall, you're gonna get a new bolt and then a washer. Before I remove this clip is to prevent the clock spring from moving back and forth, and this one does not have an indication where it's at. I know there's some clock springs where it has like a little mark, and then it will show you where it's centered, but this one doesn't. So maybe it is, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. This is actually my first time ever doing this, so just bear with me. Alright, this bolt does come with Loctite. I just realized that. So after you're done aligning it, just align it, and then you're gonna use a 15/16 or a 25 or something. Sorry about that. 25 or 26 millimeter, something like that. And then you're just gonna tighten it, and then foot-pounds for this one. Torque it to exactly 35 foot-pounds is what's called the specification for this bolt. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright, hey everybody. So once you torque everything back to spec, pull this pin, pull it, connect it, and then you're gonna have your airbag wiring here. This is your airbag, and this is your horn. Make sure it works. But we're gonna test it as soon as we put everything back together. But for now, get your airbag, which is right here. Just carefully connect everything back where it was. So the red one is for red. Sorry, the middle one is for the airbag right here. So it's this little thing. And just to show you a little bit closer before I leave, I'll probably show you just in case, no matter what. So right here, there are 3 clips here. You just move them aside, use like a pocket screwdriver. I think they push upwards. Push up, and then that's how you remove your what's called your little edge right here. I'll show you in a bit. Once I get everything all assembled. But yeah, that's how it basically is. So after you're done, just make sure you connect your horn switch here. Put it in the right place. Just connect it right. Nope, it's kind of hard when holding the camera up. So connect. Hopefully you guys can see it. There you go. You should feel click, and then this one should just snap back in. They're like little clips. So on this one you see here, tabs. I'm sorry, they're like tabs. So you just put it, connect it here, and it should just lock it into place like that. It should connect. Then now, alright, once you got everything assembled, make sure the pins, I'll show you real quick. You see these pins right here where, oh hold on, my finger's in the way. Alright, you see these little pins where my finger's at? These right here, where my finger, right there. And these need to go in that little hole. All 3 of them, they're like 3. So 2 on the top and 1 on the bottom. Or 4. Or actually they're just 2. And then these just slide back on. Alright, let's see. Just make sure you don't pinch any wiring. And they should just snap back in. It's my first time, so it's kind of hard. There we go. Oh, hold on. I'll give you. Just give it a nice push. And then you should. Hopefully the horn does not keep honking as soon as I connect the battery. So we should be fine. Oh, almost. There we go. They're just clip-ons. The clips have to go on the bottom here. Alright, and then now we could just pull, or not pull, put everything back how the way it was with this little shield. Alright, here it should just snap in back into place. There we go. It should just snap back on. Like all these plastic trims. Should snap back on like that, and then we just gotta do the other side. And then there's gonna be 3 5.5 millimeter bolts. I forgot to tell you guys that in the beginning of the video, but yeah, there are 3 of them. They go underneath. I'll show you really quick. I don't know if you guys can see them right there. There's 3 holes here, top, and then right. That's where these 5.5 screws go in. So let me just get everything and then I'll just show you, give you a quick once over. Alright everybody, so back again. Make sure this one you can feel it's smooth. There's 3 holes right here like I showed you. Lift this up, and then right here you just got to put the rubber boot back for the shifter knob, and then now we could just go connect it, test everything, and then I'll show you what I mean with the little mirror. So be back real sec and then we'll give it a test. Alright, we got everything powered up. As you can see, let's just put the key in the ignition. Everything's all good. Driver assist, so of course there's messages. Let's test the buttons. Yeah, everything works. Fuel gauge. Oh yeah, in case I didn't mention, this was a patrol vehicle.
Patrol air 2 such a district down.
Alright, so once we do that, we check everything. Radio.
3 William 33. When you come in, make your immediate.
Available only
right.
at Shoot 360. Shooting, passing, ball handling, expert floor coaching, personal training and skill classes. Train like a pro in the revolutionary Splash Zone with virtual competition. Compete in real-time competitions with other Shoot 360 players around the country and monitor your progress on the Shoot 360.
Yeah, everything works, so let's just turn it on. Everything turns on. We still gotta test drive it. Damn it, I can't. Everything works. Turn signal. Alright, sorry about that. So we're in the middle. It looks like we're straight. And then we test our horn. Our horn works, so everything works good. And then our shifter. Everything's work golden. The camera's not focusing, but everything's golden down here. So yeah, pretty much just test drive it, align. Make sure the way you're driving straight, you're not driving like this or any of that. And before I leave, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So let's move the wheel like I said right here, and then I'm gonna see. So here's my little mirror real quick. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me adjust it. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that right there. Alright, right there. So I don't know if you guys can see it there. So you see that little bar in the middle right there? That's where you put your screwdriver. You try to push it down, and then once you push it down, you can pull on the airbag. So that's one side. You see another one like that. There you go. That's a better picture. So you see that metal rod back there? That's where you're supposed to push it down. And then there's another one in the back underneath this wheel. Right there. Right there. And those are the 3 ones. It's much easier if you just align the wheel when the truck is on. But yeah, pretty much it. That's the whole job. It's complicated. It's kind of hard if you're a beginner, but once you remove the latches like I told you, it should just come out. Make sure you test everything, horn, switches, and everything, and after that pretty much you're good to go. And for me, I just got to return these parts back to warranty. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Peace. You never see Monkey in the shop. Maybe again, who knows. Bye.